All right.
Woo!
Yep.
Are we recording?
We are.
Yep.
That woo has been perfectly recorded
All right.
on their slab here. So what's going on, man?
You know, just keeping on.
What you doing?
Well, I played a lot of Doom this weekend. I also played a lot of X-Wing miniatures.
So you're getting all the Doom you can in?
Yeah, I figure last night was probably my last night of Doom for a while.
Yeah.
And Overwatch is today at 4:00.
It's a bummer. I wish that Overwatch was today at 3:00.
Yeah.
I'm sure that everyone.
Well, I wish it was right now.
Well, I guess we're lucky on this coast
Yeah.
where it comes out sort of in the day
Yeah. I'm going to take off early. I'm going to go home and play it.
to feast on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if the launch will have any new champs.
I hadn't expected that.
Well, I hadn't expected it either. I mean, it seems like they would have wanted to bang on it in one of their, ridiculously successful betas.
Yeah.
But I want to know.
Maybe we should stream tonight.
Power Extreme?
If we're gonna play, we're gonna play Overwatch tonight, right?
I feel like the likelihood of that's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll talk to Borna Warkims.
Yeah. So to me, there's Overwatch this week. That's comic worthy. There's maybe something in X-Wing miniatures. I don't know.
I guarantee there is. It's awesome. It's fucking awesome, man.
It is awesome. Yeah, I saw it over at Scott's office, and I was like, God, man,
Yeah, I saw his tweets to that
I keep
effect.
meaning to try this game.
So did you grab the new Force Awakens one?
No, I had actually got the starter pack. It was one of those things where I'd bought it. And
No, it was from PAX. In fact, I remember when it was.
And then I didn't play it. So
Yeah,
it was just
yeah.
in my closet.
Because I think that you had like a quick demo there.
I did the quick demo.
Maybe 4 years ago,
Yeah,
right? In fact, in my mind, I can picture it exactly because you got one of the last sets.
I did. They bought one of their demo sets, I think, actually.
Yeah. It was that kind of situation.
But then I never cracked it open, and so I went to Scott's office and saw the Millennium Falcon out on his star mat.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, these are really cool.
I think the larger format ships look really good. I think Slave One looks good too.
Slave One looks great. I bought that, and I bought the Falcon, and I bought myself a mat.
There's no painting, and honestly,
I may have to do some painting.
I think that honestly that might be a good idea for the strip.
Because the thrusters on the Millennium Falcon are not blue, which makes no sense to me. I don't understand why they're like
see,
gray.
and I know exactly how you would do it. You would do it sort of like the like a jewel paint, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You do the full base, and then you'd come in with the a round part, and then you'd have like the little burst.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
that.
but that is such a Gabe Tycho distinction.
Yeah.
Where it's like you're painting pre-painted miniatures, which Tycho could not conceive of at all.
That's probably a good strip there.
Yeah, they're not. I don't think the paints are bad, but
No, they're good.
But you can't like as soon as they're not tiny, those larger figures I think are collectible. Like
Yeah.
those are good craft, I think. And I think the Millennium Falcon is kind of beast.
Oh yeah, it absolutely is.
It's got some cool shit in there.
Yeah, so I played some of that. Had a good time.
You played with the boy.
Yeah.
We talked about so there's a few things, right?
Mm-hmm.
We did Civil War. We haven't done Battlefield, but there's not much to know. We had talked about how Brenna signed us up for that parkour thing, but then she didn't go.
Oh yeah, so she signed you up for parkour.
Yeah, and then I had to run in the sun on the Burt Gilman Trail, and I got a cut on my hand, and and I had to jump around, and then it was so sad, dude. It was so PE sad. Like I haven't felt like I was in PE. Like I took karate for years.
Uh-huh.
I haven't felt like I was in PE with that like top to bottom body shame.
Right.
Like where every pore is just like hide me. Like I do not want to be seen.
But
it was
didn't
fucking,
you expect that?
It felt so gross.
I mean,
no, because
I would not take a parkour class because of that feeling.
Well, no, here's the thing. Like inside the thing, it's like, hey, if I'm trying to climb up on something and I can't do it, that's not a big surprise. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people are going to have a hard time climbing up on something.
Uh-huh.
It's not, it's up, right? It's high. It's hard to get up there. Or you try to get over and you're like, whoa, right? Whatever. But the first part is just like, it's like the test before the test. It's like
It's just running.
It's the pre-test, and like to get you loosened up, and then it was an opportunity to feel bad. But I'm not, this is all material. Like, there's no reason that we can't put
Your
that
nightmare, yeah.
You can't put that shit to work. Oh, but it was like the PE thing where it's like sort of, okay, that's enough. That's enough sit-ups. Don't even. It's shameful to watch that. Don't do that anymore. Where it's like, I would get halfway through. There's like this sort of a climby, crawly thing. That's a really basic movement, but it's like a cross body movement. So it's like your left knee and your right arm, like they shift forward, and then you sort of switch back and forth.
Yeah.
Which it's not crazy pants, but like with all these
you're
people,
not like an athlete.
No, I agree, and
I
so
think that you have a lot of strengths.
You're not
wrong. I
wrong
don't think that they're in moving your body around.
No, I can move my body in relation to another heavy thing.
Sure.
Like it's like Jupiter. You know what I mean? Like it's galactic scale physics.
Yeah.
But I got about halfway as far as I was supposed to go, and then he's like, "Hey, that's good." And it's like, that didn't make me feel good. You should have just let me. I don't feel better because you stopped me early.
And are there people there? I mean, how many people were in this class watching?
There's probably 10, 15 other people. Because I thought that I'd be going there with Elliot, and so I thought it'd be like something fun for me and Elliot to do, is like jump around and climb on shit.
Yeah.
But as soon as I got there, they immediately separated us out into two groups, and that was the last I saw of him.
Oh.
Now it was just out.
So he was with the kids?
I was running. Yeah, I was run for fun in the hot sun.
Running's not fun.
It's to me that is an inexplicable hobby.
Yeah.
I don't understand that at all.
I don't get physical fitness anyway. I don't really understand it. But the idea that you would do it as a hobby is insane. Like, paint some fucking models.
Yeah, interact with a tiny object.
Yeah.
That has some kind of numerical import.
That's the other thing I thought that was funny. I meant to make a mental note of it. We were playing that game, and Gabe and I are playing. He's got the Millennium Falcon, and I got the Slave One. And Noah comes down with his Millennium Falcon, which is huge.
Is it a Lego one?
No, he has the toy one, like the Hasbro, whoever makes it, like a giant Millennium Falcon that you put action figures in. He got it for Christmas.
He's setting that shit. He's laying it out.
Yeah, he's putting it next to me on the table, and I'm like, when you're a kid, you want the biggest toy. Like, I wanted the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier. You want the big toy.
Oh,
and
man, I knew a kid who had that fucker.
I knew a kid I think everyone knew a kid who had it.
Right.
But then when you're an adult, now I want tiny toys. I want miniature replications of these ships that I like in figures, right?
The detail.
Yeah. Now they're collectibles and they need to be tiny. I'm still playing with them. I made sound effects whenever I moved the
Did
Slave
you say
One.
P, or were you like?
Yeah, I'm like going around an asteroid. How do you not go?
You're talking about the quad drive yards.
Oh yeah.
Did you have some like OC headcanon type shit?
Well, Gabe was asking why the Boba Fett ship is called the Fire Spray and not the Slave One.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, they're talking about the model of the ship, son.
Yeah. It's like, when fabricated in the stellar
the Corellian freighter
factories. Obviously, this is the YT 1300 baseline model. I mean, off the shelf. But you don't understand the Millennium Falcon.
I mean, he's made a lot of enhancements.
A lot of modifications. Obviously, you recall, and it continued to be modified even after it was out of his direct ownership. Obviously, Ray in...
I thought that was the other interesting thing, is that you buy that ship, and it has different cards based on who's flying it.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Different cards based on who's flying it, or how it's, what's custom about it.
Yeah.
And that's where the sophisticated tournament level play comes in.
Sure.
Is getting right down to the individual point level of your crew.
Yeah.
I've seen lots of their main site is actually really good for that kind of stuff.
I'll have to go check it out. I found it just very difficult to not fly into other ships as a novice player.
Oh yeah, well luckily there's the rules for mitigating that are pretty simple.
Well, you can fly past them, but just even like landing on a ship, I had that happen to me a couple times.
Oh yeah, but also you're starting out with those bigger base ships.
I crashed my TIE fighters into each other.
Oh, I tried to give you an out, man.
Yeah, you did, and I appreciate it, but no, I crashed 2 TIE fighters right into each other.
Yeah. Anyway, X-Wing painting.
Yeah, I say we do that.
Multiple X-Wing things, but there's also the fact that I am fat. That's a great strip. And then...
I don't think that comic is about you being overweight. I think that comic is about signing up for parkour. Like, what the hell were you thinking? Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah. There's also the fact, like what I think is normal at a church.
Oh, yeah.
And what other people think is normal at a church.
Answer me this. How many other 40-year-olds were there in the parkour class?
There was a couple other ones because Brenna had set it up with some friends of ours.
Oh, you're going to do it as like couples parkour?
Maybe, but it didn't work. It didn't work out that way. But there's also, we saw that tortilla maker, and we thought it would be fun to have a cat pod.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. What other machines can you make stuff?
Yeah. Well, it's like pods. It's like, it's the ultimate system.
Yeah.
Like you put it in, it's like tabby.
Calico.
You push it down, and you pull out the tray.
And there's a steaming cat.
A hot, fresh cat.
I say we start with the miniature painting.
X-Wing,
one.
Okay.
That seems funny to me.
They're pre-painted. Well, I got. So here, tell me this much: would you come after them? Would you consider that initial thing a base coat, or would you actually like?
I wouldn't prime them again. No.
Okay, I was like, okay,
no, I'm not that person.
How hard are we gonna go?
But I might go in there and pull out some highlights. I definitely want to paint the thrusters on the Falcon.
Yeah, I feel like the larger ones are from a different plastic too.
Yeah, but even going in there with like a wash,
bring out some of the details.
Bring out some of the details.
So have you looked online and seen?
I've seen some pretty cool mods that people have done.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for me, a miniatures game is cool. I like rules, but it's really about how neat the miniatures look.
It's the toy.
It's the toy aspect.
Yeah. Now, see, here's this motherfucker using Sharpie on there. Like, it's not a horrible idea.
Well, I'd have to see the results, I suppose.
Yeah, you don't know if you'll be able to argue with the results.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been fun to see Scott getting into it and talking about the different figures and like asking the technical questions. Because there's a third faction.
There is?
Yeah. If I remember right, it's called Scum and Villainy.
Oh, okay.
So there's like some...
I wasn't sure if people were just using that or if that was actually like a game term to describe a specific faction.
No. I mean, they have like that, like Black Sun, like...
Oh, wow.
Like Prince Zixor type shit.
Yeah.
Why not?
And I guess in the new... The Force Awakens one, you have you don't have the Empire, right?
First Order.
First Order versus New Republic, or
yeah, First Order. They still call themselves the Rebellion,
or the Rebellion,
as I understand it.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what Han says when Poe and the rest of that crew are coming over the water.
Oh yeah. Well, it makes sense.
Oh no, they call it the Resistance.
The Resistance.
Resistance. Did they start with R? Is that good? I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, so let's figure out this painting thing. It's like it seems like the intro is more or less the truth, which is that I can't imagine painting a pre-painted model.
Yeah, I mean, if Gabe is there painting a model, and Tycho's like, listen, I'm really happy that you're getting into the X-Wings miniatures game, but what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm painting. You know they're pre-painted, right?
You know they're pre-painted, right? They were painted before.
They were already painted. Yeah, I just feel like I want to pull out some of the details, enhance them a little bit. I was really unhappy with the thrusters on this Millennium Falcon. They were pre-painted.
Ahead of time.
Ahead of time.
They're inside the box.
It's like Re-sewing your clothes after you buy them.
Which Brenna does. Right?
Yeah.
She has modified shirts. She has modified a ton of our shirts.
Oh, the Penny Arcade shirts?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, right? But it's true. But
yeah, if your hobby is painting miniatures,
right, you're gonna find
sewing things.
You're gonna find some reason.
Maybe you do it about food, right? It's like replanting your vegetables after you buy them at the store or something like that.
Just when you opened up the box, it was done.
It was done. That's the great thing about it. You don't have to do all this bullshit. This bullshit is the best part about miniatures games. All right, now we're going to fight.
It's just we just need to find out where.
Yeah, we just need a time. Playgrounds have worked historically.
Historically, the baseball diamond outside the school.
I'm going to fight you.
I'm going to fight you and win. You know, I'm glad you're getting into X-Wing miniatures. When did it come out? Because I started and told you about this forever.
Yeah. I know I'm late to the game.
It's fine, but I think it might be a good line.
Yeah. Uh-oh, hiccups. Hold on a second. No.
Now.
All right, I'm good.
Now. I tell Elliot that when you have some kind of power, or at any rate, you believe yourself to have some kind of power.
Well, I guess you just witnessed it.
I just beheld it.
Yeah. What does he say?
He thinks that it's funny, but he's hearing it from me. He should probably hear it from you.
Well, all he needs to do is see it. I allow myself one hiccup, and that's it.
And we're done.
Any more than one hiccup is a sign of weakness.
Is wasted.
Can't control your own body. It's disgusting.
He's gross. 2012. So 4 years ago.
4 years ago. And it looked like when I was at the game store, there's another game called Star Wars Armada or something like that.
They've got like 3.
Oh, really? That
Yeah.
one looked like it was all about capital ships and stuff.
Yep. Armada is that, and then there's we have the other one, the board one. We haven't had a chance to play it yet.
That one looked really complicated.
But we have a copy of it, and there's expansions and stuff like that too.
I get so intimidated when you open a box and see a million pieces.
Yeah, but that's what they specialize in, right?
I know, but this was not that bad. It had 4 ships, 3 ships. The starter set had an X-wing and 2 TIE fighters.
Yeah, I'm looking at this Armada box, and I can understand. There's 3 or 4 decks.
Yeah,
8 dice. They have a clicky guide ruler thing for movement. God damn that movement system, though.
I really like that.
It brings me so much pleasure.
Yeah.
It is so cool
and
to
the
move
way
those
they model
fucking
the
things.
different ships' movement is really well done too. Like you feel like you're flying the Millennium Falcon.
Well, they
or
each have
a
those
TIE.
different discs.
Yeah.
You should check out the Star Wars one. If you like the Star Trek one, if you like the system,
No,
you might like it.
I like the system, but not enough to play a Star Trek game.
Really?
Yeah, the Star Wars brand is what makes me.
Oh,
I'm getting cool ships.
well, I
But
think
see, that's the distinction. For you, it doesn't matter.
no,
You like
no,
the
no,
mechanics.
no. I like the Enterprise. I like those ships too.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
they're great.
Okay.
Listen, all I'm saying, I'll just show you a couple of the cards. You don't have to play, but they do things differently. It's
Okay.
it's the same system, but everything is heavier, basically.
Is it still Fantasy Flight?
No.
Oh.
It's like a licensable. It must be some kind of a licensable.
They can just get those core mechanics and
Yeah. And there's been so many expansions for the Star Trek one. Somebody must be playing it for them to be able to maintain that fucking.
Do their
schedule.
models look as good?
I'd say they're the ones that I've seen are comparable. Like I say, they keep putting out new packs.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that I had a lot of fun with. I enjoyed them.
Yeah.
Here. So I'm glad you're getting into X-Wing.
And only 4 years late. Congratulations.
Yeah, albeit, right?
Yeah.
4 years late. But there's an important piece of information you are overlooking. You do not need to paint them. They are pre-painted.
They're pre-painted. Oh, I know. Then what the fuck are you doing? I just wanted to pull out some details, and I thought the thrusters could look a little better on the Millennium Falcon.
They are pre-painted.
I'm just going to say it again. They're pre-painted. All of this is a waste of time.
You could no, because here's the difference, right? Is that you could be playing now.
Yeah. Why? Yeah.
You could be playing this game now.
Yeah. But the reality is, for me anyway, I can't always play it, and painting miniatures is a way of interacting with the game that is
It's a
single
way
player.
of playing.
Yeah.
That's too sophisticated for this comic, Michael.
I spent more time painting War Machine figures than I ever did playing it.
You know what's sad? When I think about how fast you painted that Everblight battle engine,
Oh, yeah.
or Gargantuan, what are they?
I forget what they were called. That big tower.
Yeah, that's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen.
I did a good job on that.
Well, you did a good job on it, but it took you no time. I think that it was huge.
It took me days and days to do it.
No,
I remember taking a long time.
mm-mm. It took a long time for you.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It did not take a long time. That's one of the most shocking things I have ever seen you do.
Wow.
It
Thanks.
was so fucking fast. Is it here in the office somewhere?
I gave it to Serena.
Oh, that's right.
She plays Everblight now.
Oh my god, it looks so good. And then you had those great snow details.
Yeah, I did some cool snow
Fucking
stuff
A.
with that.
It's like snow.
Baking soda and Elmer's glue.
Jesus Christ.
I like crafts.
Yeah, exactly. It's Michael's.
It is.
These miniatures are already painted.
You're just wasting your fucking time.
No. These miniatures are already painted. That's all he says. He says, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Then what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. I just wanted to pull out some details and thought the Millennium Falcon's thrusters could look a little better.
You could be playing this game right now. But also, like, in the space of the strip, like, if he was going to be playing it, he'd be playing it with Tycho.
Right.
Which is probably something he doesn't want.
Yeah.
I could play that game with you without any ill will.
Yeah, I think we could play it.
I wonder if you could.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
maybe not. I'm not good at that.
But we've discussed that before. It's because the tactics games make you feel like you're like weighing each other's brains.
I feel like they're like IQ tests that
yeah,
you're supposed to take
in full view
simultaneously.
That's right.
Yeah.
Arm wrestling for
And only one of you can succeed.
the cortex.
Yeah.
Only one of you can be smart,
Yeah.
and the other person is dumb.
Yeah, that's how I view those games. Which is, I'm sure, a weird... I don't know why I have that, but...
4 years late, but whatever. Listen, though. There's an important piece of information you are overlooking. These miniatures are already painted. I know. Then what the fuck are you doing? You could be playing this game right now. Just the thrusters on the...
Just wanted the thrusters to look a little better on the Falcon here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's still going to play the same way.
You don't get a bonus.
You don't get a bonus for your thrusters looking cool. Those do look pretty cool, though. How'd you make it look like it's glowing?
Warlock.
Not everything is an arts and crafts fucking problem. Let's see.
The thrusters look kind of cool. Yeah, but what if we should bump the text and like make it more dense up top?
Yeah.
And then because it needs a resolution.
Yeah.
If the resolution were that, as much as it pains him, he has to admit that like the Falcon looks sweet, that can cap it.
Yeah.
I'm still mad at you.
You know, I want the thrusters to look a little cooler on the Falcon. It's a waste of time. It's not gonna. You don't get a bonus for that. Wow. Looks really cool.
I'm still mad though. Okay.
Still mad, and you're still stupid.
I'm still mad. I'm still mad and you're still dumb. No, I want to emphasize that I'm still mad and you're still dumb. Got it.
Got it. Wow, that does look pretty cool, though.
Here. Just, it's not... Having a thruster doesn't affect the mechanics wow, that is actually pretty cool.
That's very convincing.
I feel like that could fly now. Having a... You want the blue thruster, right?
Yeah.
Having a blue thruster doesn't have any bearing on... Wow.
That's pretty impressive. Looks like a goddamn movie prop.
That's... Holy shit. Yeah, it's just like... That looks great. I'm still...
But I want to stress, I'm still mad and you're still dumb. But damn it, that looks really cool.
It looks right, though.
And, listen, I want to stress, I'm still mad and you're still dumb. But if I give you my Falcon, will you paint it?
But can you paint my Slave 1?
Can you paint my Slave 1?
I remember there being a dash in Slave 1. No.
No dash?
No, it's Slave... And then it's the Roman numeral 1.
Ah, that looks right. I can see that in my head.
Yeah, totally. Man, I was wrong.
I won't tell anyone.
Thank you. Having a blue thruster doesn't have any bearing on... Wow, that's... Holy shit. That looks great. Thanks. I want to emphasize. Right?
Yeah. Thanks, man.
I want to emphasize. I'm still mad and you're still dumb. But can you paint my Slave 1?
Is that as good as him staying mad the whole time?
I don't know. Here, let's see. Please paint my Slave 1.
Having a blue thruster doesn't change the numbers on the card. You can play this game with potatoes as long as you have the stats.
Which I've done. Yeah. Let's do it. They're both good. I mean,
Yeah.
I was curious about that because it provided a resolution.
Right.
But is it as funny as him staying mad? I think almost certainly not.
Because the discrepancy in their viewpoint is what's funny to me.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
It really is crazy to you that you would paint a pre-painted model.
In real life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I get it because I know you.
Yeah.
I'm used to your idiosyncrasies.
Okay.
I'm used to them.
Good.
What the fuck are you doing? The numbers. It's like you can paint it all. You can paint it all fucking day.
Paint it all fucking day. The numbers on the card won't change. It's a huge waste of time.
You could play the game with potatoes.
Play the game with potatoes. The only thing that matters are the numbers.
The numbers are God. Yeah. But Gabe would paint the potatoes.
Yeah.
No, it would be like Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah. Or he would just carve them into little ships.
You could carve them into little ships. Yeah, I mean, what's his response to that?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
What the fuck are you doing? You can paint it all fucking day. You can play this game with potatoes. You don't need you don't need the ships at all.
You can play this game with potatoes. Different sized rocks.
And potatoes and rocks. No, just rocks. And rocks.
Rocks is a funny word.
Rocks would be the asteroids. Those would be the asteroids in this.
You would get confused with the rocks and the asteroids. Play this game with different sized rocks. It would be the same as long as you have the numbers. That's all that matters.
As long as you have the precious numbers. It's just like chewing on the top of the card.
Yeah.
As long as you have these sweet numbers, numb numbers.
As long as you have the sweet, sweet numbers. I don't know. I think the aesthetics are just as important as the numbers. I'll fucking kill you. Are you dying? Is
Me?
that what? Is it, are you near death and you're hallucinating? I heard that happens to people.
And it doesn't matter.
All right. I think the aesthetics are just as important as the mechanics.
Yeah. Are you seeing a tunnel of light?
Follow it.
Yeah. That's actually from an early painter case. Remember?
Yeah.
Go toward the light.
Go toward the light.
He's holding his forehead.
I think Taika would have a response to that. The aesthetics are just as important as the mechanics.
Okay, now I know you're high.
Are you on drugs? If you are, you have to give me some.
Don't hold out.
If you are, you have to tell me and give me some.
Yeah, that's the wizard. That's one of the strips I was reading yesterday. It's like, are you a wizard? If you are, you have to tell me. Those are the wizard rules.
Those are the wizard rules.
Yeah, and rocks, it doesn't matter. As long as you've got those sweet, sweet numbers.
And I think the aesthetics are just as important as the mechanics. Are you drunk? Or just retarded?
Let's see.
Are you drunk or do you have some kind of brain tumor?
These miniatures are already painted. You can paint them all fucking day. I'm scooting that stuff up so we have some room.
Okay.
Stats won't change. I don't need the ships at all. You can play this game with anything, really.
Yeah.
Potatoes is good because it's so ordinary.
Okay.
As long as you got those sweet, sweet numbers. Can Tycho have a card in there? Like I keep seeing. I don't like to ask you for things like that.
Yeah. Probably.
I want him to be eating.
How much dialogue is there in that?
I want him to be eating the top of the card.
What line does he say in the panel where he would be eating it?
The big line.
Okay. That's panel 2?
Yeah. It's just funny to me if he's like, like.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay. So I feel like the aesthetics.
I feel like the aesthetics of a game are just as important as the mechanics. You know who else thought that? Hitler.
I feel like the aesthetics of a game. And that man's name?
That man's name?
Adolf Hitler.
Adolf Hitler. Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein, I guess, had a hard time in school.
Uh-huh.
So whenever Elliot doesn't do his shit, he reminds me of that.
Yeah.
It's like, Albert Einstein. It's, oh, that's great.
Okay.
That's great. You're misunderstanding cause and effect here. It's he had some other things going for him.
Yeah, I know a lot of kids who are struggling in school, and they're not going to solve the mysteries of the universe. They're going to work at 7-Eleven.
He says, I feel like the aesthetics of a game are
just as important as maybe more.
Yeah, I almost wonder if he wouldn't get cut off.
Yeah. Or just as important as the mechanics. In fact, I'm going to stop you before you say something that
we're both going to regret.
That we're both going to regret.
Gabriel, shh. Gabriel, shh. I'm going to stop you before you say something we both regret. I'm glad you're getting into X-Wing miniatures. 4 years late, but whatever. Listen, though. There's an important piece of information you are overlooking. These miniatures are already painted. I know. You can paint them all fucking day. The stats on the card won't change. You don't need the ships at all. You can play this game with potatoes and rocks. It doesn't matter as long as you've got those sweet, sweet numbers. I feel like the aesthetics of a game are just as important as the... Gabriel. I'm going to stop you before I say something we both regret.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, when I cast the pot, it's like I cast the rod, keeping it hard like a motherfucker gas robot.
I'm reeling cod, today's fresh catch. I mean a podcast, something about nets.
Yes, it gets better when it's winter. I'm fettered by my fish gear, catch and release. Get in that crease when my fish near.
Talk about a plant best laid off that stray. And yes, I crave that tuna with his peck fin splayed. But while I'm glistening from the whole sea, you better listen into TLC.
I got that wild caught salmon. It's tender and it's moist.
Downloadable content, a podcast of choice.